Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I usually don't make videos outside of my training, but I like making prediction videos for fights, and it's a silly thing to do. And you can always get it wrong, and you can always make yourself look stupid, and the risk to reward ratio isn't very good. But I do believe that I know who's going to win this fight. I'm going to go with Ben Askren by a 7th round technical knockout. I think Jake Paul is going to be all frantic in the beginning and throw big haymakers and big jabs and big punches to the body, and he's going to go crazy and he's probably going to dominate the first round. I believe he's just going to simply get tired. Ben Askren's just going to do his weird little boxing style, wear on him, hang on him. The fight's just going to be a back and forth kind of brawly-ish kind of fight, probably. And I think the pace will drop off pretty massively after the first round. I don't think Jake Paul has enough brain cells to keep the fight going at a steady pace, put a jab in Askren's face, and, avoid the repercussions, avoid the counterattacks from Ben Askren. I don't know if Jake Paul can really make use of his punching power and his speed, or his size for that matter. I simply think it's just going to get tired. The experience of Ben Askren is going to be too much for him. If Jake Paul knocks out Ben Askren, that would be insane in my eyes. I really don't see that. I think it's more likely that Jake Paul beats Askren in a decision, but still, man, odds aren't looking good. I don't know who's the favourite. I think Jake Paul's the favourite. Correct me if I'm wrong, but if he is, that's just stupid in my opinion. Ben Askren should win this fight pretty handily. In the late rounds, I don't think Ben Askren is going to show us anything incredible, but obviously his boxing probably is going to be the best it's ever been, since he's never really focused on boxing. He's just been a wrestler who has probably been the worst boxer in the UFC. All things considered, I mean, probably there have been worse boxers historically, but Ben Askren's boxing is pretty terrible. But he has been working on it, and Jake Paul's boxing isn't that good either. He beat two fighters who've basically never been in a fight in their lives. And when I say these kind of statements, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I'm some fighting god, because Jake Paul would most likely knock me out within a minute. But that isn't what this is about. This is about comparing two very high-level competitors. Ben Askren beats Jake Paul in the later rounds, wears him down. 7th round technical knockout for Ben Askren. My second most likely alternative would be a decision win for Ben Askren. If Jake Paul knocks out Ben Askren, it's going to be I'm probably going to say, what am I going to say? Probably the first round, yeah. I just don't think he's going to find that shot or those shots. He's going to be frantic and all over the place. He's just going to get tired, and then he's going to be flat from there. All his motivation and all his bravado is just going to go out the window. I feel like Ben Askren is a lot more down to earth, a lot more sensible, a lot more experienced. He is a lot more veteran savvy. He's been in more wars than Jake Paul has. And he's got higher confidence than Jake Paul. I do think that Jake Paul, he didn't look too good in the press conference. Now, press conferences and psychology it's kind of silly to base a fight off of those factors, but those are things that we need to factor in as well. So, Ben Askren won the psychological game beforehand. Ben Askren has more experience. Jake Paul maybe has more boxing talent. But I don't think the talent is going to do anything once he gets tired. So Ben Askren beats Jake Paul fairly handily. Probably takes a couple shots, but he's going to be fine. And if Jake Paul beats Ben Askren, then I'm completely wrong. And I'm probably going to have to delete this video. So I'll see you guys tomorrow.